Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frontier Opening Bell. This Wednesday, the 25th of August. Let's get the show started. I am boasting Omofaye. The markets, you can see the big five markets we cover on the continent went up in the growth trajectory. Nigerian market down from Monday's 12% decline, up by 0.1% on Tuesday, the second trading day. The BRVM was bigger because we saw some big names from Bank of Africa, Mali, and Bank of Africa's Burkina Faso, as well as SocGen, making big gains on Tuesday on the Ivorian market, the BRVM that was. The Egyptian market, investors traded about $163 million on Tuesday on that market. The index went up 61 basis points. That's EGX 30. Then you have the Nairobi Securities Exchange, also saw some big names such as ABSA and Standard Chartered. Investors booked the price of Standard Chartered Bank of Kenya higher by nearly 1% on Tuesday on the back of the latest earnings half-year report, showing this lender posting about 50.8% uptick in net profits. Then you have the GSC. Also, all the main indices, the small cap, the big cap, the resources, the financials, also in the green territory, up nearly 1% on the all-share index on Tuesday. A very big day. The rand also continued to gain on the US dollar, 1.1% on Monday, less than that, about a 0.8% on Tuesday. Quite a very good day for South Africa, the GSE, which is Africa's number one emerging markets. Let's roll that away. Look into the East African markets with Kenya's external trade figures coming through 24.3% in the first half of the year. That's quite very big concerning if you look at if you consider the fact that the COVID-19 pandemic and the coronavirus lockdown and restrictions and all the fallout of 2020 came into 2021, and Kenya was still able to make an external trade figure of about 1.4 trillion local currency. That's the shilling. Now, the citing investments troubles is getting a lot messier from the realm of regulatory authorities with the Capital Markets Authority or the SEC to the realm of the legislature, the parliament, the face-off and the clash in parliament to the officials of the CMA, which is the government agency responsible for market regulation and citing investments. That's business of trying to get citing investments to deal with some of its problems. Regulatory speaking is getting a whole lot messier. How will this end? No one has an idea, but let's hope that the parliament or the executive branch will be able to resolve these once and for all. The Family Bank, not listed on the Nairobi bourse, reports in first half 6 months of the year, profit 84%. That's a bull's eye score for Family Bank. And Uganda's Umeme Limited says it's doubled its first half profit after tax for 2021 by 48.2 billion Ugandan shillings. And TDB is giving Bankable, the bank in Burundi, trade finance facility to help boost SMEs and other lending within the country that's in Burundi, next door to Rwanda. The Nigerian market is where we go next with some of these stories because the IMF special joint rights is now being shared. Today is the effective date, the 25th of August. Nigeria is getting the second highest figure in Africa, $3.337 billion. That will add to Nigeria's foreign exchange reserves. That should take Nigeria's currency reserves to north of 37, about 35, 36 billion US. South Africa is getting the highest share of the latest $650 billion that the IMF is sharing to countries around the world to help stabilize the economy. South Africa is getting about $4.14 billion US. Ghana got $1 billion US. Stanbic IBTC, one of Nigeria's biggest lenders and the financial holding company for Stanbic IBTC Bank, it says it will delay its first half 2021 earnings until a little bit later. That comes up just a few days or about a week after Access Bank, another tier one lender, says it's going to be a delay in releasing those numbers until later in September. And Nigeria's fintech company, Capital Sage, says it's raised 2.2 billion naira in local currency in Series 1 funding. And Bloomfield is confirming Bank of Africa's Burkina Faso's A rating outlook positive. The shares, as I said earlier, of Bank of Africa went up yesterday significantly. Very strong day on the back of this news on the BRVM where it was listed. Quite a very strong news there. Look at this Southern African market, by the way, because the South Africa's unemployment was the big story in the last 24 hours, getting to the highest level, 34.4%. according to Statistics Office in South Africa, is the highest level since 2008, when the Statistics Office in South Africa started gathering data in terms of unemployment. All of this coming through on the back of what some analysts told me last night about the problems extant from the end of the apartheid era, the lack of education, the lack of skills for young South Africans to face the new horizon, which was post-apartheid economy of South Africa, Africa's most advanced and industrial economy. Then you got the middle level income, folks between ages of 40 and 50, still grappling with employment and, of course, quite a number of issues to deal with. That is coming through, and that's not making really pretty by the July riots, which the Treasury says could dent South Africa's GDP this year between 0.7 and 0.9%. That's according to the Finance Ministry. Then you have the cannabis company says it's looking to list on the GSE in 2022. That's going to be a very interesting listing. Psilocybin Pharmaceuticals is looking to join the new world or the horizon of cannabis business, globally speaking. And Zambia's new president, His Excellency President Ikilema, he says he's focusing on economic recovery and getting Zambia out of its current economic and financial quagmire, debt around $15 billion. We'll see how the new president and the first female vice president move on from today, now that they've been sworn in, and we'll see the end of President Edgar Lungu. Let's go to North Africa, because I spoke about the North African market earlier, where the EGX saw about $163 million traded, with Egyptian resorts being the main puller on the index yesterday. 10% for that particular stock, a resort, hospitality, leisure, tourism business in Egypt. That's one good story. Now, President Al-Sisi last week signed off on a new law that allows his authority and his government to raise sukuk. Now, the first tranche of that, or issuance, is expected in the second half of full year 2021 into 2022. Good news there for Egypt getting into the wider world of Islamic finance. And Bank ABC of Egypt has appointed a new managing director and CEO, Ahmad Tawad. And of course, the FMT still is in talks with two banks to raise about 20 billion local currency, this is the Egyptian pounds, as loan. Bank of Africa is in a bilateral deal with China's Second Motor. We'll see how this move on. What deal was the Bank of Africa putting on the table, and how will this help the motor vehicle company? And now the Libya's prime minister says he's reviewing the work plan that has been put on the table by the World Bank. 2 days ago, we heard from the Libya's central bank governor talking about raising the country's oil output about 40% over the current level to help Libya get enough resources to rebuild the economy that became broken after the ouster of the former president Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. That's the video for today. That's your Frontier Opening Bell. You have been briefed. I am Bosin Omofaye, signing off. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now. Have a great day, everyone.